quick guide on putting the new bearings back in. It's simple really. Get your back end, take on the bearings. Now you want to just leave this space empty at first, this housing. Then go over to the frame and just press the bearing in. Make sure this bit here is nice and flat so the bearing goes in straight, and then just press it in. Now that's the vital part. You want to get this piece of the housing there nice and flat up against this jaw. Take one bearing, press it in, take another bearing. Now, if you hold this like that in one hand, you push it across like that, keep the force constant to hold the bearing there so the bearing doesn't fall, and just wind it in nice and slowly, nice and easy. Give it a slight shake. Make sure that the entire bearing surface is covered by the surface of the jaw so that the pressure is being applied evenly. The last part is a little bit trickier. You want to have these bearings sitting at a depth the exact same as the depth on that. See that sort of lip there? So what you do is put on there, the bearing next to it, get something to mark it with, say a hacksaw. Just take a little. Now you can do this with one of the old bearings. You don't need to do it with a new bearing. Now you've got a mark that you can actually see. Get the back end again. Same technique as before. And set that into there. Press it in. Make sure it's lined up properly. The depth should be about there. Now you want to be getting this bearing there back out, so just set into there. Hopefully just click it out. Right, that's about the right depth. If we want to check it, we just put the bush into it. Yep, it's a depth with what we need. You can see it's sitting perfectly. Once you've done that, this bit's important. Do not forget this spacer. It goes right in there. It should just slide into place. You may have to tap it, but most of the time it will just go straight in there. Once that's in, get your next bearing. Over to the vise again. Press that into place. Next bearing. This is the tricky bit. You want to ease off on the pressure and just do it nice and gently. We don't want to push the bearing on the opposite side all the way back out because we've already set the depth. So what we're going to do is take one of the bushes and put it into there. This is the bit where you could really muck it up if you do it too hard. And I don't think after all the work you've probably done fitting the bearings you want to muck it up now, so just take it easy and try and force it. Now, just nice and gently into place. You still have to make it sit a little bit countersunk. We're going to have this jammed on there without. Put it into the vise so that you're catching both sides, and just give this a tap with something. I'm not picking that back up because I can't be bothered. If I put it back into the vise again, make sure that my bush is nice and tight. Should sit about there. I can feel it starting to bind, so I'm going to take that back out of there. I'm going to take my. Now I could probably get away with using this bolt, actually. Check the depth for the bush. Bush on both sides is sitting fine. That's how I would do it. Hopefully this guide is what, because I'm knackered and I can't be asked.